And first up tonight, the Paralympics. The athletes are spending their last days in Colorado Springs before heading to Rio. KRDO News Channel 13's Greg Miller was at the Paralympic send-off tonight. And Greg, incredible dedication has led up to this point for these athletes.
Well, Heather, even Mayor John Suthers was out here earlier tonight giving his support and a speech of support to these athletes. You know, there have been a lot of questions, obviously, about Rio, especially when it comes to safety, but these athletes say they are not worried about it. They've overcome so much already as they go for gold. They are received as superstars, signing dozens of autographs.
It's very motivating.
Even if these competitors are in no short supply of motivation.
My whole life I've always had people telling me that I would never do something. My doctors told me that I would never walk, I would never run.
Rudy Garcia-Tolson is going to Rio for his 4th Paralympics. Born with a congenital defect, he hasn't had his legs since he was a child.
At the age of 5, it was either amputate or wait around for medical science to evolve. I told the doctors to cut my legs off, and that's when I was able to get my first pair of prosthetics.
His peace of mind comes from the water.
I didn't have to use my legs. I took my legs off, and I was just able to be free.
That freedom and determination to win, no matter what, is common to this entire line of Paralympians.
I was born with amyoplasia arthrogryposis. It's the loss of muscle and contracture of joints at birth. So birth is the worst it'll ever be, and I only can improve what I have from here.
McKenna Dahl is just 20 years old, emerging to the Paralympic scene because of her young age. She'll compete in Paralympic rifle shooting. What she lacks in experience, she makes up for in willpower on the firing range.
So mental, and we really have to, be able to control all of our thoughts and our body movements.
Many of these athletes head to Rio as early as next week, and even though the time is ticking, they're just ready for years of preparation to finally pay off.
I could really do anything that I put my mind to.
Just because I have no legs doesn't mean I need to be treated differently.
Representing Team USA with that same drive that's brought them so far already. And think about this, a lot of those athletes have been training for at least 2 years in Colorado Springs. A lot of times they say they'll fly home for a little bit, but then they will spend those years here in the city preparing for this. And if that determination is any sign, they're going to do pretty well in just a few weeks. Live in Colorado Springs tonight, Greg Miller, KRDO News Channel 13.
And we wish them all the best. Thanks, Greg.